I'm Ariel.
Hi, I'm Claire.
And we're going to be going through how to make a garden salsa recipe today. And Claire's never made salsa.
I haven't.
So she will be going through everything, and I'll be talking through why we're doing what we're doing and why it's a good, healthy snack. So we'll post the actual recipe, but what we're going to be using today is Rotel with no salt added because we're hoping that this is going to be good for low sodium diet. The original recipe asks for 2 cans of black beans, 2 cans of sweet corn, but we're just going to start with 1 each and kind of go from there, see what it looks like, and see whether we like the flavor. We also have onion here, and the recipe asks for red onion, but a part of the reason why I feel sometimes it's difficult to eat healthy is the price point. And red onions are usually more expensive simply because they have more flavor, they tend to be sweeter and just easier on the palate, but salsa tastes good with a little kick, and white onion has that little kick. Then we have garlic here. Another thing, barrier you might say, to eating healthy or preparing your own food is the ease at which you can make it. So cutting garlic can really just like add a lot of time, and if you don't have a lot of time, why not just get pre-cut garlic, and it's really not that much more expensive. And then we have cumin, and my personal fave is smoked paprika. However, you can also substitute that with cilantro or whatever other spice you want. Paprika and cilantro don't taste the same whatsoever. I just don't like cilantro. Claire, how do you feel about cilantro?
Mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. So we'll go with the paprika. So if you think back on the salsa you've had before, you may realize that usually corn and beans aren't really a main part of the ingredients. But beans have a lot of protein, and it's good anytime you can to add protein to whatever snacks you're making. So that's why we got the beans. So the Rotel, again, kind of the rule of thumb is if you can do fresh is always better. But again, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of the times the barrier to cooking and eating healthy is the amount of time spent. And this can of Rotel, so again, this is low sodium, so you want to choose the low sodium option, is quite affordable. Honestly, quite comparable to if you were to get the 4 tomatoes that are recommended in this recipe. And they also have these little extra little chili pieces. See that? So you don't have to buy the chili or cut them. So honestly, I think it's worth it. What do you think, Claire?
I would do this at home if I could.
Nice. And here's the product. So you can add salt to it, so there is a teaspoon of salt that's suggested to be added, but again, if you're going for a low sodium diet, you don't really need to. Also, the black beans you usually buy tend to have a good amount of sodium in them. Even if you get low sodium, it still has sodium, so I would suggest you first try it before you make any decisions there. Yeah, but before we do that, we're going to talk about kind of the health benefits and what sort of people would be able to eat this comfortably and not have to worry about any numbers shooting up. So this is considered a low sodium diet. I'll put the numbers somewhere, probably above here. I'll use editing for how much sodium is in it and also how many calories per serving. So this is set at 4 servings, which is a pretty big serving per piece if you kind of split that into 4. And it's only 72 calories per serving, so it's pretty good. This is also a snack that is good for people who have diabetes. It's low sugar, and we didn't add any extra sugar either. So all in all, healthy stuff.
Yeah.
So Claire, what would you want to eat with this salsa?
I really like sun chips.
Sun chips would taste great.
Pita chips.
Pita chips, really. Any chip. You could also eat it with just like bread and maybe put some like guacamole on it too, or on a tortilla. Yeah, should we try it?
Let's go for it.
Alright. It's good. Really good. It doesn't need extra salt or anything like that. Well, thanks for joining us on our adventure. I hope you learned a lot.
I definitely learned a lot.